Hello everyone and welcome back. This video is a practicing video for using Solid Edge. If you finish the first 7 labs in this tutorial, I advise you to start practicing different videos under the word practice for beginners. In this video, as you can see, we will learn how to use will strengthen the way how to use the Solid Edge commands, but at the same time we will try to create an efficient way how you start your video or your drawings, which plane you will start with, and you start your sketch with what plane. So if you look to the views here, so I have, this is isometric, this is the front view or front plane or front view, right side view, and top view. This is according to the American system. So in the front view, you can see that the shape, I can create the shape in the front view, the sketch in the front view, and just do extrusion about 60 millimeter, and this is, I will create the shape just right away. So what I'm going to do is just starting by the front view, and I will show you what is the efficient way to start that, so you can create your drawing in a quick way and efficient way. Now in the top view, as you can see, there is like a symmetric. So I'm going to make sure that when I do the extrusion, it's going to be symmetry. So this way I can maintain the current axis all in the middle of the top view. So this way I can create the symmetry for these internal threads. So let's go to Solid Edge and see how we're gonna start this project in a very efficient way. In Solid Edge, when you open the menu, click the icon, it will give you the opening menu, and in the opening menu I'm going to click on new, and I'm going to choose, let me get the menu to the plane here. I'm going to choose what? Unsymmetric part, since the dimensions are in millimeter. As I mentioned, that the front view or front plane has the most, it will be the best way to start with. So let's go back to the drawing. So I'm going to start in the front view, front plane, and start doing this drawing. And if you look here, if you look, the dimension here is 120 and the height here is 8. So I'm going to put this one in the center here. So 120 by 8, rectangle by center. So I'm going to go to the front view. I'm going to click on the rectangle by center. It seems it opened in the other screen, so I'm going to bring it back to this screen. Another thing also, I'm going to click on to fit, so this way this the base references planes will show up bigger. So now I'm going to choose that the width 120, and the other one is 8. Okay. Once I select, I choose one of the drawing tools. This is always the case for any drawing. You select one of the drawing tools and you lock yourself to the plane where you're going to start your sketch. So we decided about we're going to start our sketch on the front plane. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to move my mouse to the front plane. See, this is the front plane, it is written front plane. So I'm going to move to the mouse to the front plane. When I see the lock, I'm going to click on the lock. So this way I locked myself to the front plane. So I locked myself to the front plane. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to just go to the front view, click on the cube to get the front plane, and I'm going to put this one in the center here. Once I see it is in the middle, I'm going to click. So now I created the one. Now let's lock the dimension. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to go to Smart Dimension, highlight the line here. It should be 120, and this one should be 8. The next step is I need to draw this shape here. So I'm going to go down another 8 millimeter, horizontal 18, 45 degrees till I meet the line here, and then I'm going to do symmetry mirror of this shape here to the other side. So let's do that. So I'm going to get the line. I'm going to connect to the edge here. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to go to length 8 millimeter. So I'm going to put 8, and it should be vertical. So when you see this vertical line, the vertical symbol, you click. So it is 8 and minus 90. That's good. Now I'm going to go horizontal. Okay, so what is this? Okay, now this should be 8. Okay. When I see vertical, I'm going to click. Then I will go horizontal 18. You see the horizontal symbol? Put the number 18. Good. Then I'm going to draw a line intersecting with the line in the bottom, and I need the angle to be 45 degrees. So what I'm going to just, I'm going to click at any location here, and then I'm going to go back, choose the line again. So this line is chosen, then the angle is what should be 45. 45. No, not the length, it should be the angle 45. 45 and good. So now I draw an angle 45. What I need to do now is that I use the trim. I need to trim this line and trim this part here. So now and trim this part here. Very good. So I was able to, let's make sure that the dimensions are correct, and also to lock the dimensions so it doesn't change. This should be 8 and this should be 18, and this angle here should be 45. So I'm going to get angle between. So from this line to this line, the angle should be 45. It is 45. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the mirror command to mirror what I draw, what I just draw to the right. So I'm going to say click on mirror, then highlight the part I need to mirror, this part here, and then what, go to the one of the axes here, click the Z axis, click. So now I created the mirror. Right click to get out. So now I created the mirror to the other side of the same one. So now I'm going to use the trim, get rid of this small piece here in the middle. Okay. So far that I was able to do it. Now, do I need to lock the dimension here? No, because these are mirror of this one. So any change, it has to change from here. Okay, so now we got this shape here. The dimension looks fine. The next step is I need to draw the other shape here. So if you look carefully, if I need to draw this one, so this one is 16 and the height is what, 56. There are many ways of doing that. So the way I prefer, just I'm gonna draw like a rectangle by center, make the width is 16 and the height is 56, and make it aligned with the center line here, and then we can fix the location with the to be tangent to the edge here. So now let's draw a rectangle by center 16 by 56. So I'm going to go to solid edge. I'm going to say okay, get me a rectangle by center, and this should be, the width is 16 by 56. Okay, so I'm gonna come here now. I'm gonna look highlight the center, so this way when I go up, I will see what if I am in this aligned with the center, you see the dashed red dots. I'm gonna click. This means that I already have the rectangle aligned with the center here. The only thing left now, I need to make this one touching with this one. How I do that? Just I'm gonna go to X, make the dimension from, okay, let me first lock the dimension before I do anything. So now I'm gonna say, okay, this dimension should be 56, correct, and this dimension will be, or should be, 16. It is 16. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that. Okay, now let's go to the X, distance between X. So I need the bottom of this rectangle and the length, the top of the base, the distance between them in the vertical direction and the vertical direction here, they should be touching, mean that the distance should be 0. So I'm going to make it 0, enter. So now it is touching. Okay, how I know that? I'm going to go to the trim. I'm going to trim this piece here. Very good. So I was able to get this trim here. Now the next step is I need to do the curvature. So what do you mean by that? Is that the curve here? So I have 6 millimeter curve here, and the curve there, and the other 2 here. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to go back here and go to the fillet, and it should be 6 millimeter. I'm going to make the radius here 6 millimeter. So I'm going to put 6. Now you go to the corner, you click at the corner. When you click on the corner, you make the curve, you click at the corner, make the curve, you click at the corner, and you click at the corner. Okay, very good. So it seems like now everything makes perfect. So what I can do, let me delete this one, get rid of this one. So from here, the X, from here to the base here should be the 56. It is 56, and from this space here to this space here should be the 18, the 16. Sorry, 8 and 8. Okay, very good. Okay, now we have the shape. Once we got the shape, all the next step is what? To go to home, and I'm gonna select this piece here, right click, click on the arrow, and I want it to be symmetry. Why I needed symmetry? So the coordinate axis will be in the center of the shape. Okay, so I'm gonna change that to be symmetric. So I'm gonna click on the extend type. So I'm gonna put symmetry. So I need it to be symmetry, and the thickness should be 60. 60, yes, 60. Okay, so I got almost the shape now. The other thing is, if you look carefully here, the curves here, the radius is 30. So what can I do is just instead of, so I'm gonna go back here to, you see round here, I'm gonna click on the round, and I'm gonna click on the line here at the tip here, and I need this line to be the curve here should be 30. So the radius is 30. It is 30 from maybe my practicing before the video. So I'm going to click on the other edge, and it will become 30. So I have both of them are 30 now. Okay. So I created half the circle. Now I'm going to look at the right plane. And I'm going to click circle by center, circle by center. What is the circle diameter here? That's the diameter here is the other diameter. The radius 30 here, and the diameter is 25. So I'm going to click get circle by center, and this diameter should be what? 25. And the way to do it is just I'm gonna lock myself to the plane here, click on the lock. So now I'm locked to this plane here. You go here to the center here, When you see concentric, you click. Means that this is exactly located in the center of this half a circle. Okay. Now I'm gonna go home and highlight this circle, so I can right click. So I'm gonna remove this part here. I don't need a symmetric anymore, so just I'm gonna go to this direction, just click it, get it out. Okay, so now I clicked it, that it has been, so I was able to finish the shape. Okay, now what's left now is, as you can see, is I need to do what? These internal threads. As you look, in the internal thread is what? It is located at the edge, at the center. From here to the center here is 30, and from the center to the other center is 68. So I'm going to draw at a rectangle 68 by 30 and put it exactly in the middle. This is why we need to get the coordinate axis in the middle. Okay, so now we're going to say, okay, I need a rectangle by center 68 by 30. So I'm going to say, okay, go to the top view plane, rectangle by center, the width is 68, and the other one is 30. Okay, and what I need to do is just I need to lock myself to this plane, so I'm going to click on the F3. Now I need to draw it where? Exactly in the middle. So I'm going to click in the center here. So now I located the location of the circles here. It's up to you. For me, to make it easier, I mean that I would draw some small circles just to be, so I can concentric the internal thread with this circle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to create a small circle, smaller circle. So I'm going to put the diameter like 6 millimeters here, and go to the tip here on the corner, and I'm going to click. I'll go to the other corner. I'm going to click, and I'll go to the third corner. I'm going to click, and the last corner. Okay. Another way of doing it is just you do it one, and you create the internal thread, and then use the pattern, rectangular pattern, with the dimension 68 by 30. Okay, so let's make sure that the dimensions are correct. So this should be 30, it is 30, and the other dimension here is 68. Very good. So now everything looks fine, and giving me the right dimensions. Now, how to create the internal thread? Just be with me. Just what I'm going to do. Just I'm going to go home. Okay. I'm going to try to zoom to this area here, so I can select the pattern, the internal thread very nicely. So I'm going to click over here the zoom area. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to zoom to this area here. Okay, I'm gonna go to the hole, under hole, not under thread. Okay, and you see hole here, not thread, just go to hole. I'm gonna click on the hole, and there is a menu will come. In this menu here, I'm gonna click on this hole options. So I'm gonna click on the hole option, and the new menu will come. Just I'm going to bring it here, and in this new menu I'm going to choose this type, means that I have an internal thread. I'm going to click on this one here, and instead of this is going to end by a certain distance, I'm going to use what? Through net, no, through all. Okay. And I'm going to say instead of finite extent, no, to the whole extent, to whole extent. So now it is whole extent will be all threaded. Okay, internal minor diameter is 8. Okay, that's fine, and the thread is okay. I'm gonna use the other one, which is its thread is 10.1.5. Okay, I'm going to use this one, this standard here. Okay, and we can save this as if you're going to use it many times, you can save it, but since this is the only one, we're going to use it only for one. So what I'm going to say, what here, I'm going to say everything looks fine now. Okay, to the extent the page is on. Okay. So now I'm going to say okay. So you say okay. I want to also to show the thread. So when you click on this one, physical thread, I'm going to click on this one and say yes, accept it. Okay. Now if I go here, you see this is the thread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it till I come to the circle here. When you come closer to the circle, you wait till it becomes what concentric with this circle. Just to be patient. You see concentric, I'm going to click. You go to the highlight the circle, go to the center. When you see concentric, you click the thread. You click. Highlight the circle, go to the center. When you see concentric, you click. Highlight the circle. When you see concentric, click. So actually what we did is we right click to get out, so we were able to put the thread in the right location. Okay, now let's zoom back, so make it fit. So this is what it is. So I'm gonna see. Okay, now it looks like messy now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just hide the design body. So you hide the design body. Okay, so this everything will disappear. I'm gonna hide also the base, the correct axis, and then everything here I can highlight it and delete it. So now, and I'm going to delete. So now I deleted everything. Now I can bring back the design body. So I'm going to click on the design body to show. Okay, here is the design body with the internal threads. You can make it bigger or smaller, that's whatever you prefer, and you can see the internal threads. Okay, let me move it up a little bit. And if you want to change the material, this is the default color. So I want to make it say material from out of Chrome. So I'm going to part painter, see under view, part painter, and I'm going to choose Chrome. Add my material. So there are different material you can choose from. So I'm going to choose from Chrome. Where is Chrome? Chrome, here it is. And then click on this on the object. So now the object will be made of Chrome, and you can see the physical threads. This will end the video for this session, and I would like to thank you for watching the video, and please give me your feedback. And if you love the video, if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and give it a thumb up. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon on another video. Bye bye.